Hello guys, welcome to another video. First of all, I said that the story doesn't belong to you, so if you narrate the full story for yourself, then go down in the description to find the link to the origin post and read the full story for yourself. That being said, let's get into the video. Naruto The Ninjutsu Prodigy, Chapter 3 and Part 3, Naruto's first Anbu mission. Naruto had reported to the Anbu headquarters with Kakashi the next morning where he received his uniform and marks. Naruto's uniform consisted of black pants and a black shirt with a sword across in his lower back, and a red and black fox marks with yellow stripes down both sides of his marks, in indicating his code name Nirashan Kisukan. Naruto then reported to the Hokage for his first mission as an Anbu operative and vying before the Hokage said black Anbu blackout marks in Russian Fox, member Fox, reporting for duty. Hokage-sama, what are your orders? I'm not gonna keep on saying Ki Ratu Kitsun because I'm not gonna be able to pronounce it correctly every time. So it's Fox, alright. And Heroes then said, "You may rise, a fox. Your first mission is a protective detail of the Hyuga heiress. I believe you are familiar with Hinata, Hyuga, and Naruto, or less." Fox said quite personally. "Hokage-sama, is she the one I am to protect?" And Hiruzen said, "She is the one who you are to protect from a distance. Remain hidden and only reveal yourself if the situation calls for it. I have already informed Hiyashi Hyuga that you are going to be watching his daughter day and night. Under no circumstance do you show your true skills. It's only what's necessary. As for your lighting style, Chidori Flash, or you only use the first level. Am I clear?" And the fox said, "You're perfectly clear, Lord Hokage. I will be off now." Naruto then disappeared in a yellow Shishuin, just like his father Minato Namikaze, the yellow flash of Konoha, and teleported to the Hyuga compound, where Hinata was on her way to the school as the fox appeared in front of her and said, "You must be my Anbu guard, but aren't you a little young to be an Anbu operative?" And the fox said, "Age is no concern when you are determined to approach the skill in the eyes of the Hokage. I was chosen by himself personally and recommended by Ino and whistled themselves. I shall be your operation protective details day and night. You wouldn't even know I am here. You're in good hands, trust me. I can handle myself." And Hinata said, "But what about Naruto-kun? He needs more protecting than me, doesn't he?" And Fox said, "He is in good hands. Now we just get you to school before you are late. I will be watching you from a distance." The fox then vanished into the shadows, keeping hidden out throughout the day and night. When his shift was over and there was no sign of any threats Hinata's life, he started to head back home until remembering that Raikage was visiting for free talk with the Hokage. Then he said himself, "Perhaps I should keep watching for a little bit longer. If I leave now, anything could happen to Hinata, and I will have failed my mission." So that's exactly what he did. As as patrolled the entire compound all from the end to end and noticed a slight figure sneaking around the main house family near Hinata's room it then occurred to him that he was a kidnapping attempt to steal the Byakugan. Instead of talking about formal appearance, he took a more slightly approach and said, "Ninja arts, shadow position, jutsu," without using any hands. Naruto captured the Kumo Shinobi with his shadows and said to himself, "Now let's see who you really are, the person pulling the strings in this kidnapping attempt." ninja arts, mind transfer, jutsu. Once again, there was another nothing the Kumo Shinobi could do since it was dark out and he never noticed the shadow capturing him, let it alone his mind being invaded. Once inside the shinobi's mind, Naruto found the memories he was looking uh, for the and extracted them from his reports to the Hokage. Whistle and Dog then showed up and said, "You Fox, why haven't you reported back to the Kakashi then realized what he was going on when he noticed that Fox had his shadow connected to the Kumo shinobi and was spacing out as if holding his connection. Naruto then cancelled his vision of his mind and transferred mind transfer jutsu and said, "Peace negotiations between the village are true, but apparently the Raikage's council had a hidden agenda. They decided to use the peace negotiation as a way to get the Byakugan without the Raikage or the Hokage's knowledge. Inform them at the that one of the shinobi of Kumo has attempted kidnapping the Lady Hinata. Tell the Hokage that he Fox has the suspect in custody and the Raikage is allowed to use any means to get answers. We also had a war on our hands. Almost had a war on our hands. Here is the report from the mind I have obtained." Fox then handed them a scroll which he knocked out the shinobi with a quick chop onto the base of the neck and cancelled his shadow pollution jutsu. He was able to use much less chakra this time because this was night time out, and that was why a Nara member's shadow technique while at their most danger. He then tried up the shinobi and said, "You are so dead." When the Raikage finds out that the Kumoshi Council ordered to have the Hyuga clan heirs kidnapped without his knowledge, you are a loyalist to the Raikage's belief of obtaining power bloodline at any cost, aren't you? I hate people like you and your council. I hope Lord Raikage kills you himself. Let's go, Kumo's come. He, Fox then used his Shishuin technique and teleported back to the Anbu Black Ops headquarters where he threw the Kumo shinobi snooping around the Hyuga clan compound in a prison cell and waited for the Raikage to show up. Meanwhile, Hokage's office, Itachi and Kakashi appeared before the Hokage and the Raikage with a scroll in their hands as a whistle, and Thog bowed before the village leaders and said, "Lord Hokage, Lord Raikage, this just came from Anbu Operative Fox. His mission is successful. Hyuga clan heiress Hinata Hyuga kidnapping attempt has failed. Raikage wasn't the one who ordered the kidnapping. Full details are in the scroll." Hiruzen and the Raikage then took the scroll from Itachi and said, Thank you, Soul Dog. Please inform please inform Fox that he is to continue his mission until graduation. Graduates the village academy. A war has been prevented. This is good, Raikage. Not good at all. This isn't good, Raikage. Not good at all. And the Raikage asks, What's not good, Hokage Tono? What does the scroll say?" And Hiruzen said, "Perhaps it's best if you read it for yourself and find out. Especially, apparently, your council is still loyal to the old ways of your father's beliefs." Hiruzen then handed the open scroll to Raikage, and he read it when he was outraged at his council to know they they would attempt his behind his back as he read the letter which said, "Mission report from Anbu Operative Fox. Kumo abortion shinobi was founded snooping around the compound of the Hyuga clan. Shinobi was captured and detained with no lethal jutsu, with none lethal jutsu. Memories recovered are as follow: one, Raikage Raikage A was uninformed of the Hyuga kidnapping attempt, so he is innocent. Upon further instruction of the memory the devotion of the kidnapping order was given by the loyalists of the Third Raikage of the Kumo Council. The shinobi was told to kidnap the Hyuga clan nearest and report to an unclosed location of the border between Fire Country and the Lightning Country. Shinobi is now being contained as as prisoner prisoner of war. Crisis between villages has been averted, awaiting Raikage's order for kill or question. A then slammed his hand on Hiruzen's leg and said, "Damn it! I knew those bastards on my village council couldn't be trusted. I should have disbanded it the moment I became Raikage. Lord Hokage, please allow me to handle this personality. This is a Kumo Shinobi affair, not Konoha. I would like to meet the Anbu Black Ops who captured this traitor of mine so I can thank him personally. You to inform your comrade that I will handle this situation myself. Lord Raikage, I know Anbu are to never reveal their marks, but will you make an exception in this case? Hiruzen then thought to himself, if Naruto removes his Anbu marks, then the Raikage definitely going to make the connection between him and Minato. I hope I sure hope this doesn't beat me in the ass afterwards. I'm sorry, Minato, but if good relationships between villagers are to be made, sometimes must take risks. After coming out of his thoughts, Hiruzen looked at the Raikage and said, "I will allow it, but only under one condition: that you keep his identity secret from other Kage. His parents had many enemies in the Hidden Stone village, your village, and the Hidden Mist village. His clan is nearly extinct because of you and the Mizukage and the Tsuchikage. Now go before I change my mind." The Raikage then bowed before the Hokage and thanked him for the opportunity to meet the Anbu Black also captured the Kumo trader, but two things were bothering him. The first was who this person was. A person obviously was an Uzumaki clan member. The second thing is that he could think of only of one person who is ever had multiple encounters with him on the battlefield and a history with Kumo, the yellow flash of Konoha, Minato Namikaze, as he had his way to the prison cell where his shinobi was being guarded in the Anbu who captured him. He approached approached Fox and said, "At ease, please remove your mask so I can see your face. You have permission to do so by the Hokage." Naruto then removed his mask and said, "Greetings, Lord Raikage. What have you decided?" The Raikage was right after all. This kid really was the son of the Yellow Flash of Konoha, a practically carbon copy of him, no less. The Raikage then said, "Tell me what your full name is, boy. Are you the heir of the year to the yellow flash of Konoha and Kushina Uzumaki?" And Naruto said, "If you wish to know the truth, then the truth you shall receive. I am the son of the yellow flash, fourth Hokage Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki. My full name is Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze." The Raikage wanted nothing more than to kill the boy in front of him right now, but he, unlike the Tsuchikage, had a very high respect. The Raikage wanted nothing more than to kill the boy in front of him right now, but he, Unlike the Tsuchikage had a very high respect for the yellow flash of Konoha, so he decided to go with a different approach and said, I should kill you for being that man's son, but that wouldn't do any good. Instead, I would like to reward you for your efforts in uncovering a plot by my own counsel that could have resulted in war. If you ever need anything at all, I just send a message bird to Kumo, and I shall receive it myself. And Naruto said, tell me about your Jinchuriki Gotono and Killer Bee, the two tails and eight tails. What are they like? And could I meet them? And the Raikage said, give me a moment along with these people, this guy, and afterward you can talk about a possible alliance between Shinjuriki and Naruto. Then said, take all the time you need. I am in no hurry to get out of here. The Raikage then started beating the hell out of the trader Kumo Shinobi and says, start talking. Which one of the council gave you the order to kidnap the Hyuga heiress? I want answers so I know who I'm going to be killing next. And the shinobi said, beat me up all you want. Raikage, I will never talk. You're soft to you are too soft to be our village leader. And the Raikage said, damn you, tell me what I need to know. Which Kumo council member gave you the order to carry out my father's last orders? Do you actually want to have a war between villages? And the shinobi said, the answer is right in front of you. You just don't know it yet. But try looking into the people who are closest to the Raikage's position, your advisor. The Raikukumo shinobi then died after consuming a suicide capsule, and the Raikage said, I knew those bastards were up to no good. I will have their heads when I return. The Raikage then turned to Naruto and said, burn the body, leave no trace of this incident ever happening. I have a few skulls to break when I return to the hidden cloud village. Nobody goes behind my back and nearly caused Kumo an alliance over a bloodline of Konoha. Not on my watch. Naruto could sense the killer intent coming out of the Raikage and knew that he was no was furious. Naruto was just as equally angry and said, "With the Hokage permission, Lord Raikage, allow me to be your personal escort back to the Hidden Cloud, and I will kill them myself. Consider it a favor to my father's rival." And the Raikage said, "I will talk to the Hokage and about it and see what I can arrange. Yeah, if all goes well, we will have an alliance after all." And Naruto said, "Thank you, Lord Raikage. I must get back to my post. Now it's almost daylight, and I am still under orders to protect Lady Hinata." Naruto then vanished in a yellow flash like Minato's, as the Raikage said after Naruto left. So he does know that jutsu. After all, huh? It's no surprise there. He is their son after all. But now I have business with the Hokage to arrange. Naruto then approached before the Hyuga clan compound and waited for Hinata to be walking into the academy. Hinata constantly had been getting the best for her lately, and circumstances because they had been getting best for her lately and wanted to know who is behind the marks of her protector. So while Fox wasn't looking, he activated her react gun and and took a peek underneath behind his marks. The chakra signature was similar to Naruto. His look even more so. She was confused. How could this Anu Black of member be her Naruto-kun if she is been seeing Naruto in class every day now? What made her even more confused is her father was correct in what he told her. Naruto had a powerful wind element and that could shred chakra but was like a hot knife through butter. Her father current condition being a prime example of that. She also heard from her father that Naruto was very observative and mastered her clan's technique, which she didn't think didn't mind really, but she knew this well all signature of nature born genius. But she knew these were all signs of a natural born genius. Even Shikamaru admitted to her that he believed Naruto was much smarter than he let someone believe. Either way, she was glad to have her crush for her protector. But how long would he be her protector remain to be seen, knowing full well that Anbu's identity was always to remain secret at all times. She swore not to mention it to anyone else in her clan or among her classmates. This was her secret and only hers. Once Hinata got into class, Fox decided to patrol the perimeter around the academy. Now some would say that Naruto took his job as Anbu Black Ops seriously. Others in Anbu would say that he was all a lot like Kakashi when he was younger, making the success of his mission first priority. Kakashi and Itachi tried telling him that sometimes you need to bend the rules bend rules a little in order to be successful. Sometimes Naruto obviously never considered until now. Naruto had realized that the more time around Hinata he spent, the more attracted to her he became, almost as if they were destined to be together. But he didn't believe in fate or destiny. He decided that he believed that a person wrote their own destiny that a person wrote their own destiny and carved their path to success with hard work and determination. Sadly, he still couldn't deny his feeling for Hinata that were obviously very strong. Just her beauty alone him made him lose focus for time to time. He would soon find out that emotion aren't always such a bad thing to have. If anything, they were what would make him stronger. Naruto had seen Kiba Inuzuka over the past few days, trying to get down Hinata's pants. However, this time was different as he saw Kiba's hand reaching towards Hinata's chest, cop a feeling, if you will, a cop a feel, if you will. Naruto put Kiba in his place at that moment and threw a kunai at his hand. Naruto then created a shadow clone behind Kiba and said, "Try that again, and next time I will aim for your genitals. Do you understand? Do you understand each other?" Kiba's suction reached up between his legs and said, consciously reached between his leg and said, Sure, yeah, sure. Sorry about that, Hinata. I wouldn't ever. It wouldn't have ever happened again." Hinata just giggled at Kiba's scared expression and said, "Oh, Kiba, if you only knew who that Anbu guarding me was, you would be looking over your shoulder every day. That is fox, yellow lightning, and oh, Kirashun means yellow lightning. I've been saying fox. Eh, the same. And he isn't the kind of person who takes things like what you try doing too lightly. Be like him, be lucky. He is under orders by the Hokage to protect me from you and any other person he deems a threat to me. Otherwise, he would be dead right now." Sasuke Uchiha was watching everything from his seat. was curious as who the hell Yellow Lightning person was. Fox sounds better. All he knew was that he was a very talented shinobi with an IQ higher than Shikamaru and faster than an Inuzuka hound. He wasn't sure how powerful this person was, but if he tried doing something to Hinata, he would find out. Naruto then dispelled the clone, and looking over the classroom, saw Sasuke Uchiha and said to himself, "So that's Itachi Senpai's brother, huh? He seems pretty weak, certainly not worth my time. But if he tries anything around Hinata, I might just have to hurt him a little." Class then let out for lunch, and Sasuke Uchiha kept looking around for an Anbu he saw, so he decided that if Anbu weren't shown himself, that if the Anbu didn't show himself, he would have to provoke the Anbu a little bit by attacking Hinata. Sasuke then said, "Hey, Hinata, which female dog, where's your knight in black shining armor?" Knight in black? I bet he's too scared to face an Uchiha like me. And Hinata said, you best watch what you are saying to me, Uchiha. You may just regret it afterwards. All you need to know is that he's always watching me, and he's never far away from where he can see and hear everything. You could say that if he wanted to, he would put a kunai in the back of your head right now. And sure enough, there was a kunai pointing at the back of Sasuke's head. If the fox, fox then said, Yellow Lightning then said, "You will take back the last more comment about Lady Hinata, or I will kill you right now. Uchiha or not, the only thing stopping me from doing is your brother Itachi. He is my superior officer, and I don't want to disappoint him by killing his little brother." Couldn't feel blood being drawn from the Sasuke couldn't feel blood being drawn from the back of his neck, as if the Anbu were carving something onto his skull. If he only knew how right he was, he was carved the Hiraishin seal into Sasuke's neck, as if he was being branded with an irre- irre- irremovable mark. Sasuke then said, "Who the hell are you really? How are you this strong? I want to know. I demand you tell me right now." Yellow Lightning then said, "You want the spirit of my power? You want to see what I am truly capable of doing to enemies? Okay, I will show you what I can do. Then you will know why nobody insults Lady Hinata on my watch. Me, Ninja Ninjutsu demonstration. Ninjutsu demonstration. Fireball Jutsu, the training ground in our in 1 hour." And Sasuke said, "Fine, I will be there, and I will beat you because that's my clan's specialty." An hour later, academy training ground. All of the teachers and students, Naruto's shadow clone included, were outside waiting eagerly to see whose fireball was better. Naruto Naturally, Sasuke's fangirls were cheering for him on to beat this person, but Sasuke knew definitely and said, "Ah man, this is so." Shikamaru knew definitely and said, "Ah man, this is so troublesome. If that's who I think it is behind that mask, then Sasuke is way out of his league." And Yamanaka said, "What are you talking about, Shikamaru? Are you telling me that you know who's behind the Anbu monks? Who is it, and why is he called Yellow Lightning?" And Shikamaru said, "Just shut up and watch, you troublesome blonde." troublesome blonde. Decided to give up and just watch the show as both competitors stood in front of the wooden post and key narration and Yellow Lightning said, "I will let you go first." So, oh mighty Uchiha Sasuke, and Sasuke said, "Yeah, whatever. This will be an easy win for me. Fire style, great fireball jutsu." And Sasuke blew out of his mouth a fireball of the size of a medium-sized house, and when he finished, the entire post had scorch mark all over it. Yellow Lightning then said, "Not bad. Now let me show you how to do a real fireball jutsu, fire style, great fireball jutsu." The yellow lightning then blew out a fireball the size of academy, as all the students and the teacher who were watching were amazed at how huge it was. This fireball had to be at least 3 feet wide and 8 feet high. The Sasuke couldn't literally feel the heat coming off the fireball blowing in his face, and he could then stop sweating like a pig when the jutsu was over. If Yellow Lightning said, "Ha, I guess I'm still doing it. I'm still overdoing it with the amount of chakra I use. Funny, since I don't even feel tired." When the smoke cleared, there was nothing left after created with scratch crater filled with scorched earth and piles of ashes, while the training post once stood. Yellow Lightning then said, "Well, that was amusing. Better luck next time, Uchiha. If you ever want to be as strong as your brother, You're gonna need it. Remember, everyone, there's no shortcut to great strength. There's no shortcut to greater strength, and no matter how bo- uh, bro- borrowed power, and no matter of borrowed power will make you strong. You must work hard constantly and continuously to become strong than you are now." Yellow Lightning then vanished back into shadow to watch over Hinata until the day was over. Sasuke then said, "Well, looks like I was right this whole time. The Naruto we see in class isn't the real thing. It's a shadow clone." Shikamaru then said, sorry, not Sasuke. It then hit Ino and Sasakura that what they just saw was in no way possible, that it could be Naruto. The entire time they had known Naruto would always be an idiot. Could they be mistaken? Sakura then said, "Wait a minute, Shikamaru, are you saying that Anbu protecting Hinata and who just burned half of the academy training ground was Naruto Uzumaki? How how's he that strong? How is he that strong? How is that he that strong?" And Shikamaru said, "It is too troublesome to explain to you, so I will just tell you this much. Naruto isn't an idiot. He is way smarter than you think, and my family are. He beat my father in a game of shogi once. At first, I thought he was lying, but then after watching them play and Naruto win every time, I believed him. I don't even know if Naruto always been this smart or if he had help. Either way, he isn't the kind of person you want to piss off, especially at night." And said, "Now, hey, now that you mention it, Shikamaru, my dad did say Naruto was able to master any jutsu he saw after only seeing it once. Do you think he got good observative skills?" And Shigemaru said, "I'm not sure, but I have been hearing rumors that he is going to be the Raikage's personal escort back to the Hidden Cloud. If that's the case, then we definitely have been underestimating Naruto's intellects. That day came to an end, and Hinata made her way safe and sound within a reasonable time, thanks to Naruto being her protector and all. But she was very disappointed that he is leaving the village with the Raikage to escort him back to the hidden cloud and wouldn't see him for a while. But she knew it wasn't forever, so she would wait as long as it took. That's all for part 3 of Naruto the Ninjutsu Prodigy. If you wanna be notified for future parts, the best way is by subscribing. That's all for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye bye.